Patrick, Chris, Nonso, Samson, Sulaiman, Abdul, what are you doing? This is an hopeless attack that was committed or perpetrated by the ISWAP groups, which are largely Fulani bandits, right there in Borno, in Nigerian army barracks. In the broad daylight, got attacked, and numerous soldiers, cold-blooded, were unalived. You can see right there that their colleagues shedding tears, crying when a man cries like a baby where kata dey come up for a nose. What does the future hold if not hopelessness, death, and gloom? This is why you see so many youths today, instead of them being proud to join the Nigerian army, are fleeing in their drawn numbers. They would rather fly through the desert, run through the desert to go to Italy, go to Spain, rather than go and join the Nigerian army, which is supposedly to be a job that people do with so much dignity and pedigree. The reason why you see so much massacre in the Nigerian army is because, of course, first and foremost, there are spies, infiltration in the system today. Secondly, corruption. Well, let me talk about the spies, infiltration. We have talked about this sometimes and so many times that in the Nigerian military, the diversity that is expected to guarantee the strength, the representation, and the true meaning of Nigeria has been lost. In the Nigerian army today, you have more of the Northerners. The other day we saw a video in Lagos State, right? In Lagos State, in Ogun State and Oyo State, when the slot was given for people to apply to join. Those that applied in Lagos and Ogun State were Northerners, but they were bearing Yoruba names. Infiltration, the level of impunity, discrimination, and of course corruption. So now you have so many Northerners in the Nigerian army. Those that are perpetrating this evil and terrorism are Northerners. No, well, don't let me categorize them as Northerners. Let me say they are Fulani bandits in their large numbers. We at this stage can no longer be hiding the truth from the obvious. When these bandits, these terrorists, the likes of Bello Turji, working in cahoot with Al-Qaeda, with foreign terrorist groups, when they attack people in their sleep, when they attack army barracks, there are videos, but because of YouTube restrictions, there's a limit to what can be shown. Right? Now, when they speak their language, they speak Fulfude. They do not speak Igbo. Most times, they don't even speak Hausa. Most times, they do not speak Yoruba. I've never heard them speak Igbo Yoruba. What we hear them speak almost all the time is Fula. So when we call out that the Fulani terrorists, marauders, needs to be called out by their brothers who are not in this criminality, that we need the Fulani leaders and elders, and most importantly, politicians. Not a situation whereby a Fulani governor in Bauchi State will be saying that all Fulanis are welcome to Nigeria, giving an impression that Nigeria is the abode, is a safe haven for Fulanis. Do we have Nigerian Fulanis? Well, historically, if you look at the formation of Nigeria from 1914, yes, we do have Nigerian Fulanis. But do we have a situation whereby Fulanis from other countries can integrate, can just have that unabated, just that unstoppable access to the Nigerian territory? Absolutely no. But in a situation whereby we start having Nigerian governors, Nigerian senators claiming that Fulanis in Burkina Faso, in Nigeria, are their brothers and they should be welcome, this is how they welcome this problem. We saw a video there. A Christopher, a Patrick, was unalived. He was shot on the throat. 2 months ago, the Nigerian army said they are short of soldiers, that the southern Nigerian youths are not applying. Why should you blame the Nigerian youth? Why should you blame the southern youth? Why would they see a pathway to die, an untimely death? They die, their family that they left behind will not be catered for. They will join a Nigerian army that has refused, because of corruption, to innovate, to transform, to adopt modern technology. I mean, how does it make sense that in 2025, these are marauders who are largely illiterate? No matter the sophistication they want to claim they have, they should never be as sophisticated as the Nigerian soldiers. The intelligence gathering of the Nigerian army should be 1 million kilometers ahead of these ISWAPs and bandit groups. The Nigerian army, as of today, are supposed to be getting real-time satellite imagery of their territory. When they move, they're supposed to have the area commands. They're supposed to have the area intelligence. At least they should have their perimeter to a range of, let me say, 100 radius, 100 meter radius, or 10 to 100 kilometer radius of what is going on in their territory. Whether they are sleeping, whether they are eating, whether they are partying. And also, they are supposed to have fences that has what we call motion sensors. Like, how would bandits, do you know what Nigerian army barracks means? How will a bandit invade a barrack? Haven't invaded the barracks, carted away with ammunition worth billions, guns, bullets, advanced one, right? Even burn down MRAPs, burn down walkie-talkies, cut away military uniforms. It only says that Nigeria, at this trajectory, if care is not taken, might be eroded by these terrorists. Yes, I'll show you a video where a senator was actually begging. He was begging the Senate president, and he was asking Tinubu that Tinubu must bring an end to this terrorism. Yes, I support him. But again, as Adamu that he is, he needs to continue to speak truth to power. When we start having conversations that can we temporarily, until we end this banditry and insurgency, can we close the northern border? Should we have a situation whereby we start building temporary fencing across the northern border, or across the odd zones, or should I say the exposed territories? the Sokoto axis, the Borno axis, which is between Borno and Chad, the Lake Chad. Why are we not having a martial law order given to protect such areas? Why are we not having series of checkpoints across those borders? You see, this is why I have said that the monster that they allowed yesterday, the monsters that they actually tolerated yesterday, has grown up today to consume them. It's an unfortunate situation, a very unfortunate one. Now the Nigerian army are now like boys with grades. How are they supposed to have the morale to defeat these people? May Lagbaja's soul rest in peace. When he was alive, a Lagbaja would have been there to give them that physical motivation. We have not heard anything from this new chief of army staff. We have not seen him at those places in person to encourage and boost their morale. This situation that has happened in Borno, the president honorably should have commented. But what do we have? Baba, they wish in political pals and folks happy birthday. Now they are complaining that people in Southeast would rather join Biafran army over them joining the Nigerian army. I beg, I go see this kind of video, I go say make my pikin go join. The other day they said that they want to reform and restructure the National Youth Service Corps. They want to make it that 2 years, and out of the 2 years, 1 year will be for military training, whereby the National Youth Corps will become a national military reserve in case of emergencies. You'll be surprised that people will no longer want to go for service. Because if the government cannot show capacity that modern equipment that are needed to gain advantage ahead of these insurgents is provided, people will start dropping guns. I mean, the last time, there are videos, there are comments that over how many people left, retired from the Nigerian army. I mean, these things are not good news. They are not. I am not proud of having conversation about it. It saddens me. But the truth is, if the Nigerian state cannot guarantee the life of an ordinary soldier who is told to go and fight, and he is killed dishonorably. I mean, these people were literally killed in their sleep. Like, they were caught unawares. These people are not vigilante. They are not just ordinary street guards. These are soldiers that are supposed to be having what we call one of the best intelligence. Like, they're supposed to be having cameras watching over them, satellite imageries, like real time. When these insurgents are like, let's say like 50 kilometers away, they ought to have been alerted. Can the US army, I'm going too far, can the Egyptian army be attacked like this? Whereby you're just caught unawares. And then I saw a ranking, they said Nigeria is the third most powerful army in Africa. Let us watch this video of the senator together, and again, we'll listen to reactions of people about this matter.
Bugatti, I'm from Plateau State. Mr. Speaker, you will only understand the heaviness of the content of this motion if we are privileged to see the picture of what Boko Haram did to Giwa barracks and other attacks within military formations in Borno State. Mr. Speaker, the pictures I saw, I am scared. I am scared whether the safety of the Nigerian civilian within the Nigerian territorial land can be guaranteed. Mr. Speaker, we budgeted for money, arms and ammunition, tanks numbering more than 40, including other platforms that belongs to the Nigerian military that is aimed at safeguarding our people, have been taken away, worth trillions of naira by Boko Haram. How can we guarantee the safety of the Nigerian people in the circumstance that the platform that are meant to protect these people have been taken away by the enemies of the people? Mr. Speaker, we have been doing our best under your leadership. The National Assembly have been speaking on issues of insecurity. But Mr. Speaker, actions by departments of government must be taken. Mr. President must hold Nigerian military strategic commandants and other head of security agencies accountable for negligence of their responsibility. In as much as we appreciate, Mr. Speaker, the security agencies for putting their life at the front line to protect Nigerians, to make sure Nigerians sleep, we must hold somebody accountable that taxpayers' money used to buy guns, used to buy other platform for Nigerian military to fight, will be compromised and be donated like a form of free of charge to the enemies of this country. Mr. Speaker, this is unacceptable.